iPad wraps and last Friday's pep rally. Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, September 20th. Your Silver Screen Report starts now. Seven Silver Foxes have been recognized as National Merit Scholars. Jacob Sprinkle reports.
The National Merit semifinalists are students whose scores were in the top 1% on the PSAT.
The only way you qualify is when you take the test your junior year. We are registering for the PSAT now. It's October 16th and it costs just $14 to take, so it's great practice, but it's also the only way you can qualify for this scholarship, so you have to be in the top 1% in your scores.
I've sent them a letter and they also get some recognition from the National Merit people that will send them a letter, and they go on further. They might make the finalists, National Merit Scholar, and they get scholarship money if they go that far.
Dutch Fork has the honor of having 7 National Merit semifinalists.
That's actually a really good number, so it's on the high side for a high school, so it does say how well our teachers are preparing students and how hard the students study.
Dutch Fork's really a good school. The people that go here are really strong academically compared to other schools, and half of the semifinalists become finalists, so we have a good chance.
We're continually having outstanding academic performance by our students, so I think last year we had 7, this year we have 7, and a lot of schools don't have any, so we're very proud of our students they take their academics very serious, and they do a great job on it.
News of reaching the semifinals was different for each student.
They had the top scores in our state, so they were in the top 1 percentile.
I was really happy because I know that one of the main colleges I want to go to gives major scholarships if you become a finalist for it.
I was stopped in the hallway by a teacher who just said congratulations.
My parents were also very excited, again, because of the scholarship money that could come with it if I become a finalist.
Hoping that we get a finalist. We hope that one of these 7 students moves forward and gets to be a finalist in the state for National Merit.
This has been Jacob Sprinkle for your Silver Screen Report.
The SAT word of the week is assiduous, an adjective meaning hardworking and diligent. Alec has undergone changes recently. Daniel Hudson opens the textbook.
The quiet stillness of room 501 signifies the beginning of another day for Alec. But this year, the average day is different than what the norm has become.
These changes are all in place because we've been operating on a grant for the last 5 years, and the grant is no longer with us, so we have to make some changes. We are open Monday through Friday, starting at 8:30, and then Monday through Thursday we leave at 5:15 and Friday at 4 o'clock. For testing, there will be no more before school testing except on Wednesday mornings on the delay days.
Like, I always would come after school and you go in, and like if you have tests to do or like classwork, you can go in and it's a good environment, it's quiet. They have tutors if you need them.
Changes in hours is not the only aspect that is different, as Alec tutors found out early in the year.
Even though we're just starting the year, I'm noticing a significant drop in people who are attending ALEC. I've only recently started tutoring, so I wouldn't be able to give an accurate statistic, but I've definitely noticed the quantity has dropped.
Tutors this year are working basically on a volunteer basis, and they're working for service learning credit, community service credit, and that's a big change because last year and previous years we've been able to pay before and after school tutors.
I don't mind getting the service hours because I need a lot of them for things like FACS Club and my extended studies diploma, so it's helpful.
Even though ALEC has changed, the will to learn is still adamant.
I think that the ALEC program is definitely one of the most helpful things I've ever seen a school do for its students. I'm glad I get the opportunity to tutor people. It's definitely one of the things I enjoy doing, and I see results in the students that come to ALEC as well.
I enjoy it because it gives me a chance to kind of meet some of the other kids at school that I haven't seen before, and it gives me a chance to just help them out, help them grow as a student.
This has been Daniel Hudson for your Silver Screen Report.
The Honor Code sets boundaries at Dutch Fork. Dahlia Beckett takes the pledge.
Dutch Fork has revamped its honor code policy.
Each student must accept the personal responsibility to exhibit and promote academic and social integrity. This means that we expect all students to do the following. We expect students to use electronic devices in a legal and appropriate manner and as directed by the teacher. Work independently without assistance from others and avoid giving assistance to others unless specific permission is given by the teacher. Prepare properly for a test or graded assignment without accepting information in advance from others or who have already completed this work. And finally, always be forthright in properly acknowledging sources.
Plagiarism is defined as presenting as one's own the words, phrases, or ideas of another, either purposefully or through carelessness.
Examples of cheating: I have observed students talking about multiple choice questions, also copying homework assignments.
We do have consequences outlined for students if they are caught cheating or plagiarizing, and those consequences are very specifically laid out in the student agenda or handbook, so we would encourage students to reference the entire policy there. For seniors, they could lose their exam exemption privilege. Students might get a 0 on the assignment. They might be given an alternate assignment to do altogether. There could be a referral to administration.
Students should tell their friends no, they cannot cheat or plagiarize. If students ever have a question about writing essays and they're worried about plagiarizing, always ask teachers for help.
I think it's important to have an honor code because if you're taking all that time to study and putting in work to pass your test and to do stuff, and then somebody cheats off of you, it's just not right.
It's important to have an honor code to teach students the importance of academic honesty and the consequences of cheating or plagiarizing.
We also know that this is a life skill, this is a life lesson for our students to learn, and it will carry them far in their lives after high school, when they go to college. In many institutions, they have zero tolerance policies.
We're going to be having everyone have the opportunity to read Cheat by Kristen Butcher. It's available on your iPad mini. You'll need to be sure and download the Follow It in Light app on there, and it'll allow you to read it.
Cheat is a simultaneously accessed book, meaning everyone at Dutch Fork can download and read it at the same time. Here's a brief synopsis.
This is the story of a girl who's on the newspaper staff at school, and she finds out that cheating is going on in her school, and she wants to try to discover who's doing it and what's going on with that.
This is one of the highest academic achieving high schools in the state of South Carolina, and that many of our students look at GPAs and class rank, and they're very competitive. And when it comes to getting into the best colleges and universities, we want to make sure that every student has fairly represented themselves.
The Classy Cash store is now open. Jamie Gilbert Fitzpatrick cashes in.
The lunchroom buzzes as Classy Cash is redeemed for rewards. Students anticipate the store but wish for more items.
This summer we purchased all those things, all those materials I talked about earlier, the sunglasses and all that. So we needed a way to dispense them to students, so we decided if we do a store every Friday, students who have Classy Cash can come by every Friday and just purchase one of the items that we have.
Some of the items in the store are glasses, bracelets, styluses, and many more.
I think I would just get like school supplies or something to write with because I lose a lot of mine, but I don't think I'd take any like the glasses or anything because I don't like what they look like.
If they can put somewhere you can get in the game for free, I like that.
Classy Cash is now readily available to students and teachers, making sure that good deeds do not go unnoticed.
I think that it could be helpful if it were given out more frequently, because you don't really see people walking around with Classy Cash all the time.
but sometimes people do good stuff, it's not awarded. Not a lot of teachers see what students are doing, like opening doors and like letting people go through, holding the doors with other people and stuff like that. They don't see that.
Last year we limited them to 5 Classy Cashes per semester, but now once they run out, they come back and they get more. So we were able to give more to students. And your name still stays in the drawing for the grand prize at the end of the week, whatever prize we have at the end of the week.
Classy Cash is intended to encourage good behavior.
The use of PBIS is to provide supports for students who need supports as far as behavior is concerned, and also reward those students who display proper behavior and go above and beyond the normal call of duty for students. Students who are respectful, reputable, and responsible. That's our goal, is for all our students to fall in that category.
This has been Jamie Gilbert Fitzpatrick with your Silver Screen Report.
Flag etiquette is important at Dutch Fork. Jamie Mason has a report.
During last week's pep rally, the flag was not treated with the respect it deserves. Here's some information on flag etiquette.
Proper flag etiquette is something that you really don't think about much until you get around the flag and you start holding it and handling it. But it's something that's kind of been passed down. It's a patriotic thing. You look at all of the people that have died for our flag and stuff like that. It's a symbol of our nationality.
Since you ride them in great respect. You shouldn't be throwing around the ball, you shouldn't be sitting on it, and you really shouldn't just be waving it around.
I feel that students should practice proper etiquette for the flag because it's respecting your country. Honestly, if you're a citizen here and you're free, then you should be able to respect one thing, and that's just the flag. The flag has always been respected for many years. It shows how people are good in service, especially the people fighting for our country, even though we might go back, but still it's a good way to show that you respect them.
One thing that people don't learn about it, it's something important. It's something that we think about all the time. We sing in the national anthem, at every football game, every baseball game, basketball game, those type of things. But the proper handling of the flag is important because it is a symbol of our nation.
So when we understand how important flag etiquette is, like properly display it, when to display it, never let it touch the ground, don't hang it upside down, don't use it as ornaments for your clothes. I mean, it's not a garment. It's supposed to be respected and hung in a proper place.
I say just don't give the people the flag. Honestly, I don't think that the pep club should be able to hold the flag if they can't even hold it right. I don't think the football team should be able to hold the flag if they can't hold it right. They should just leave it to the cadets of ROTC or treat it right. Either way, it should not be sat on the ground, anything of that nature.
It's something that represents what we stand for. It makes us unique. Most people probably wouldn't think that. It's a beacon, showing us the light that we still have old morals.
Flag means to me that somebody's fighting for our country, like my father. He fought for my country, so I honestly do respect the fact that he does that, so it's just respect.
To me, it means a sense of pride. It lets the other people in the world know that I'm from America, and when that flag is flying, there's nothing prouder for me to look at when I see those stars and stripes.
This has been Jamie Mason for your Silver Screen Report.
Dutch Fork's first pep rally of the year took place last Friday. Mindy Harris gets peppy.
Hands clapping, voices cheering, Dutch Fork student body supports the Foxes during the pep rally.
I think it gets the students involved, it gets the students behind us, and it really gets us hyped up for the game. It's a good start to the day.
With crowded bleachers and incessant chants, the student section continues to motivate the football team.
The student section gives us motivation, gets us hyped, so it gives us something to look at, and then once we look at that, if we're down or something, we look at that and it gives us more motivation.
People get really involved inside the student section, and it's really important to the team because then they get to hear all the spirit that the students have for football players, and it definitely gives them some kind of inspiration as to do better.
It's a big difference looking into the stands and seeing your pep club and having great numbers as opposed to looking up there and not having anybody or just parents. It makes a big difference.
The theme for Friday was America, causing the stadium to be coated in red, white, and blue.
The theme is America, and it's to show spirit for the country, and it's a really good thing to get everyone to wear certain colors to show the spirit for the school.
School organizations play a big role in encouraging the success of Dutch Fork athletics.
Student council basically plans the whole thing together. They come up with the events and what order it's going to go in, like the times, and create all the dances and who's going to be in it. And they also help clean up and set up and make all the signs and stuff. And they're basically in charge of making everyone pepped up to show the spirit during the pep rally.
We cheer and we'll do band dances, and we basically just go along with the pep club and try and pump up the football players so they can play a good game.
Showing pride as a Silver Fox enhances the high school experience.
School spirit is important to me because, like I said, it gets the students involved and it gets the whole body, staff, and teachers and faculty involved in what we're doing and the ultimate goal of being the best.
I think it's really important to be involved in the school because it shows how much spirit you have for everyone, and it's really good to have spirit for your school because it represents you as a person and represents how good your school is with showing all the spirit.
This has been Mindy Harris for your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students how they felt about the pep rally.
I thought the pep rally was freaking awesome this year, especially compared to a lot of the ones last year. This one, Knott's did an awesome job this year with opening up, really getting the crowd involved and letting everyone know about the Dutch work experience.
I liked the pep rally this year. It was really loud and Coach Knott's speech was really good, and introducing the team to everyone, it was really good.
I liked it because it was loud and the energy was high.
It was entertaining. It gave us a lot of time out of second block, and I like how they had the dancers and the football team, and they had their speech. I felt that all entertaining and really got the entire school pepped up for the game that was Friday.
Apple's latest operating system, iOS 7, came out Wednesday at 1 p.m. Hamilton McAfee has the update.
iOS 7 brings a new, refreshed look to the iPhone operating system with new features and enhancements. Apple's weather app has been updated with new animations and readings. Notification Center has been given a new translucent feel, making a sense of depth in the phone, with new tabs like Today's Events, All Notifications, and Mist. Safari has added a new unified search field for URLs and web searches. Music now includes iTunes Radio, which lets listeners choose genres, artists, or songs and create an internet radio station tailored to the type chosen. A new feature called Control Center lets users get quick access to settings or applications like the camera, calculator, stopwatch, or flashlight. For iPhone 5 users, AirDrop is new to iOS and allows quick file sharing across devices using Bluetooth and Wi-Fi. This has been Hamilton McAfee with your Silver Screen Tech Review.
Please do not update your district-issued iPad to iOS 7 until you're told to do so. Want to see pictures from last Friday's game? Follow at DFHS on Instagram. Monday is Makeup Picture Day for seniors. There will be a $15 sitting fee, and this will be the last chance to be in the yearbook. Sign up in the front office. Keep your iPad with you at all times and keep your cars locked. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week. Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is September. An adjective meaning diligent and hardworking. The SAT word of the week is assiduous. Go by.